Okay, so I want to go over the multiple choice from the 5-in-1. Most of people got number 1, which is great because that's the one on Lagrange. So basically what we're going to do, they give you the magic number, that the number that's hard to find. So they give that to you. They tell you it's a 4th degree polynomial. So that means that the number of degree that you used was 3. So this would be 3 plus 1 factorial. The center of this is 1, and we're evaluating it at 3. So it's 3 minus 1. And again, this would be 3 plus 1 raised to the 3 plus 1, which is 4. So this is all based on Lagrange formula. And if you do the math for that, you should get D. All right, number 2, the function has derivatives, but they want you to find the integral of the derivative. So first of all, we have to write the equation. So we have 3 minus 4x plus 2x squared over 2 factorial plus 1 x cubed over 3 factorial. And to find the integral of this, we just integrate each term by term. So that gives us 3x minus 4x squared over 2. And we want to know what is the third degree Taylor polynomial. So when we get to the third degree, we can stop. So that's going to give us 2x cubed over 3 times 2 factorial. So that third degree polynomial would be 3x minus, simplifying that gives us 2x squared, and simplifying that gives us 1/3 x cubed. So that's C. Now, for a lot of these, you just have to know your basic 4 power series. And I just cannot stress enough how important it is to know the basic 4 power series. Because for this, what we have to do is we have to start by building the power series 1 over 1 minus x. That was the most efficient way of doing that. And 1 over 1 minus x is 1 plus x plus x squared plus x cubed. Then as we build that, we need it to be, we're going to do x squared. So that's going to be 1 over 1 minus, I think we need to change that to a plus. So that would be plus a negative x. So that's going to make it alternate. So 1 minus x plus x squared minus x cubed. So now we have 1 over 1 minus negative x, and then we're going to square that negative x. So that becomes 1 minus x squared plus x to the 4th minus x to the 6th. And then we multiply everything by x, so our answer becomes x minus x cubed plus x to the 5th minus x to the 7th, and we see that that is C. Okay, and then looking at number 4, a lot of you missed this one because you didn't quite read the instructions. They tell you that the derivative is sine x squared, and they were nice enough to give you sine x. So sine x squared is x squared minus x to the 6th over 3 factorial plus x to the 10th over 5 factorial. But this is f prime of x. So how do I find f of x? To find f of x, I have to integrate this. So when I integrate this, I get 1/3 x cubed minus 7 times 3 factorial x to the 7th. And they wanted to know what is the coefficient of x to the 7th. So it's 7 times 3 factorial, which is 7 times 3 times 2. So it's D. Okay, third degree polynomial for a function x about x equals 4. Again, they want to know what was the third derivative. So in order to find the third derivative, I have to look at this coefficient. What I know about the a Taylor polynomial, the third derivative at 4 over 3 factorial apparently equal to 1 over 512. because that's the coefficient as it's simplified to 1 over 512. So I need to figure out what was the third derivative. So the third derivative was apparently 3 factorial over 512. And I haven't done the math, but I'm going to assume, I'm sorry, it's D. I'm going to assume that that's the correct answer. So it's 3 factorial, or 6 over 512. And I'm assuming that simplifies to 3 over 256. That sounds about right. All right, and then in 6, you're told that g of x is the integral of cosine x squared, then the coefficient of x to the 9th for g of x. So again, we have to write cosine x. Cosine is even, so that's 1 minus x plus, 1 minus x squared plus x to the 4th over 4 factorial over 2 factorial minus x to the 6th over 6 factorial plus x to the 7th, x to the 8th over 8 factorial. And they want to know what is the coefficient of the 9th term. So all I have to do is just integrate this 8th term to get the x to the 9th. So that'll give me x to the 9th over 9 times 8 factorial. Why is that answer B? Oh, because I didn't read the question correctly, it's x squared. So I don't need this. I didn't have to go that far. I thought I was going an awfully long time. So that would be 1 over x to the 4th over 2 factorial plus x to the 8th over 4 factorial. So I have to integrate this one, which will give me x to the 9th over 9 times 4 factorial. And it is positive. So the answer is B. Okie dokie. All right. So that was the multiple choice, and I will do another video for the free response. Have a great day.